Welcome to the Iowa Pupil Transportation Association website. I'm going to give you a short tutorial to kind of give you a better overview of this website. The Iowa Pupil Transportation Association is a nonprofit public website. It's for our members, our non-members, and also for the general public. If you take a look at the front page, it's pretty simple. We have everything other websites have. About us, you can see the categories there. General news and answers. We've got awards that you can click on. We've got your links that you can go to for different agencies around the United States. They got vendor information. We got our meetings and conferences, and we got our membership kind of overview and in contact. If you look at the front page, the first thing that pops out at you is the quick links over here on the right-hand side. The quick links is a really nice, quick place to go and get information. Job opportunities are there, complimentary newsletter. You got the bus crash we did back in 2019 that kind of shows you what happens to crash dummies when they're not in lap shoulder belts and when they're in lap shoulder belts. There's national activity books, there's the school bus brochure, and much more. That's a really quick place to go if you want to just find general information. If you take a look at this center section, it kind of gives you the overview of what the IPTA offers you: the monthly newsletter, regional meetings, conference and trade show, new director training workshop, the IPTA website, which is what we're talking about. And it's also accessible on your smartphone or iPad. And that's a really nice thing to have. If you scroll down a little bit further, you can see if you're not a member, it's easy. You just click on the Join Now button and go through a series of questions. We take credit card or check, so you can decide which way you want to pay. And then if you're a member, you just click on here, takes you inside the existing user. You can use your username or email, which I already have typed in, your password, which I already have typed in. I always have it saved on my computer or on my iPhone so I can get to it quick. You sign in and you're on the inside. This is the member side only. In that member side, you can take a look at the newsletters. All the newsletters are archived from 2015 all the way through, color-coded by year, clear until you get down to March of 22, and then we'll continue to put them in there. But if you're looking for something specific, you can go up and kind of read through the titles. Illegal passing violation law change is one I get called on a lot. If you click on that, scroll down to that article, it's right there. If you've got a county attorney that's not processing these correctly in your community, go through and read this article. Take this article to them, let them read it. The law has been changed and they should be able to get prosecutions with the new law change. And then if you go back up at the top, go back over. The team manual is another area that you really should go to and have ready at in your cell phone, ready to go. If you're walking out of a restaurant or a movie theater at 9 o'clock on a Friday or Saturday night, you've got a bus broke down in another community, it's nice to be able to just scan down, find a school district that can help you out, like let's say Ames or Audubon, whichever one you want to go to. Dial up the transportation director. They usually provide their cell phone. Maybe they can provide you help and get your bus back. Worst case scenario, if your bus is broke down and can't return, they can loan you a bus to get your kids back home safely. You can deal with it the next day. What I'd like you to do is go through and update the transportation director, mechanic, these phone numbers, address. All this stuff needs to be accurate inside this document. So periodically check it. And if you go down and you scroll way down to the bottom, let's say you have an accident and it goes into post-accident drug alcohol requirements. It also has this little quick chart that tells you when you need to do a drug test and when you don't need to do a drug test. Same with the alcohol. This is good to have printed out right by your desk on a bulletin board beside your desk. But if you don't have that, you can scroll down on your phone and find it very quickly. It's nice to know the rules and regulations. So this is an area that you want to really go to. It's a really good benefit of the IPTA, is the assistance manual for Iowa schools. And as you go down this list, there's award recipients, there's the regional meeting programs, there's safety PSA videos that you can have. There's all kind of conference programs. There's the DE steps for hiring a new bus driver. We all are in that area. Keep going down. There's bullying prevention. If you got a new bus that comes, your TRF 27B, pre-use inspection forms there, so you can get that bus into service as soon as possible. And just for your annual chassis inspection, there's your TRF 27A form right there too. So it's really convenient as you're going down. There's all kinds of information in here. I mean, there's more than I'm going to cover in this tutorial. You get down to the bottom is your chapter 281.44, 281.43, and 285.1, and that's kind of where we live. So those are super areas, but that gives you an idea on the inside. I'm going to take you back out to the front, and there's 6 boxes in the front. One's event photos, member updates, and news. Event photos is self-explanatory. You can go through and kind of look at all the things we've done in the past. Member updates is really nice because it lets you know when the team manual's been updated. It also lets you know when the new newsletter has been put up on the inside. But out in the front, we also have foster care and homeless PowerPoints. This is an outstanding PowerPoint if you want to know laws, rules, regulations, or best practices. So that's the most visited PowerPoint we have. Second most visited right now is your federal entry level driver training. And the third one is Journey to Lap Shoulder Belts. And not so much for Iowa anymore, but other states are visiting that because we've got it here in Iowa, the law, and other states are looking at it very closely. So if you also go down and take a look at the 4th most looked at is the ASE certification information. If you're interested in having one of your mechanics ASE certified, that's a really good PowerPoint to look at. That 3rd box is news. This gets changed on almost by minute. If it's something's happened around the state or around the nation, it'll be there in that news feed. Then you go down to the bottom. The bottom 3 boxes are the conference, if you want to sign up for the conference or get a kind of an overview of what's happening. Our conference this summer is happening July 18th, 19th, and 20th, 2022 at the Airport Holiday Inn. Please sign up. We want you there. You know, we average about 167 to 250. So it depends on the year and what we're offering, but it's an excellent program if you want training, whether you're an experienced director or you're just a beginner. And then in the middle section is our regional meetings, and regional meetings happen in April. You can take a look at the this April's sessions. We're going to be at Maquoketa to Cedar Rapids, Fairfield, Spencer, Sioux City, Atlantic, Basin City, Story City, and Des Moines. And these are outstanding training sessions. They're free to anyone that's a member. If you're a non-member, the registration fee is $50, but non-member districts that choose to join the IPTA in the next year will deduct that $50 that you spent. So it won't cost you anything. So if you decide after the regional meeting you want to join, no problem. We'll give you the $50 back and your membership fee will be reduced. So the last one is for exhibitors if you want a trade show booth. And that one's really nice overview. It gives the trade show vendors pictures if they're just looking. And then it also has the sustaining member booth brochure, kind of gives you an overview of what the booth looks like, how much it costs. And then the last one, exhibitor check-in information if they do decide to get a booth, and they can also register here. And the last one in that column is they can review last year's conference. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see our diamond, gold, silver, and bronze IPTA sponsor partnerships. And you can see every one of them has their logo there that lights up. So if you click on like AutoJet, it'll take you right to their website. So any one of those, if you want to go to Hoagland, Premier Wireless, the Truck Center, Iowa Renewable Fuels, those are all diamond, diamond, gold, 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 and these are all bronze. So they get a little extra benefit. Now, if you talk to somebody at our trade show and you'd like to go back and talk to that company again, click on this bottom button. It'll take you inside, and all of the companies that came to our conference last year that had a trade show booth are right here. So that's an easy place to go. If you click on any one of these, it'll take you to their website, and you can talk to possibly the same individuals you talked to at our conference about a product or a service. So that's a really nice benefit for our members. You go back to the top of the website. If you go to under conferences and meetings also is another place where you can register for regional meetings, our attendee registration for the conference, the exhibitor, if you're an exhibitor, or if you're just interested in knowing when the board director meetings are, they're all listed on this tab underneath conferences and meeting. If you want to contact the Iowa Pupil Transportation Association, just go to contact us and put your name, email, phone number, and in your question and submit it. And I'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. So I'm going back to the top here. That is your overview of the Iowa Pupil Transportation Association website.